This is W6, where RJ Broadhead dives into the who, what, where, when, why, and how they all come together for a Tiger Cats win.
The Tiger Cats finished the regular season on Saturday in Montreal. The game won't mean anything in the standings, but it could send a message for the East semifinal between these teams the following week. So the who on W6 is Hamilton and Montreal. The Tiger Cats will either finish at 9-9 with a win or 8-10 with a loss. 8-10 would be the same record the Tiger Cats had last season. In fact, the Ticats have finished the last 2 regular seasons with 8 wins, so getting that 9th win would be an improvement. Montreal is currently at 10 wins and 7 losses. A win puts them at 11-7 and a loss at 10-8 to finish the regular season. So what can we expect in a game like this that doesn't mean anything in the regular season standings? Well, it could mean an edge. We won't see all the stars in this game, but a win in Montreal would give the Tiger Cats some more confidence that they can do it again the following week. There is a bit on the line, too. Carthel Flowers-Lloyd leads the CFL with 30 special teams tackles. If he gets 8 in the game on Saturday, he could break the CFL record.
No, I'm just a person that you can just throw out there anywhere where I'm needed, and just do my job. We got a great special teams coordinator who put me in a predicament to make the plays that I make, and, I just got to go out there and make them execute.
Did you have any thought process that you could set a CFL record? You could lead special teams and tackles?
Yeah, I did. I'm just looking forward to going out there and making these last 8, try to break this record. It's on my paper every day, try to break the record. A little minor setbacks earlier on in the season with me adjusting to the game. When I looked at it, I have a couple penalties, and those couple penalties that I have, I probably would have broke the record by now, which kind of upsets me. But, it just makes me work a lot harder. I need 8, and I'm going to go get 8.
Absolutely. So you're aware of the number. You're on it.
Yes, sir. That's my goal.
Well, that's going to be fun. And are we going to see a bit on defense, too?
I hope so. That's the plan. I'm getting a lot more reps on defense this week. I'm ready.
Are you linebacker by trade, or what's the position that you came in and you were fighting for with the Tiger Cats?
Yeah, they had me at the will linebacker behind Simone and a couple other guys, and just learning from him allowed me to put some more value to myself. I can play any position from defense, from D-back to linebacker, and they just moved me to CM this week. So some more adjustments, but nothing I'm not used to.
And your speed must be a big key to it.
Yeah, I'm fast. I play fast in practice, play fast in the game. So going to make a tackle is easy to me. It's just getting my playbook a little bit more and knowing my coverage now.
With your size, do you think you surprise people with how fast you are?
They got to watch film. They got to watch film and just know when you get out there with me, watch film. What you see on tape is what you're going to get in the game. It never changes for me.
So watching you had that punt block in the first game, but you also lead in tackles. So when are you going after a punt, and when are you going for a tackle?
Coach Jeff just pretty much just utilizes me all over the place. Sometimes you see me double teaming guys, and a lot more coaches are aware of me now. With my tackles or being able to pump blocks and my speed off the ball. So a lot of times I'm being hidden and just disguised. So.
Well, you get credit for the tackles, but on the other side of the special teams, when Tyreek's returning, that's a big factor too, right?
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be fighting for special teams player of the year with him for our team. And he's a good guy. Came in with me, and we just flourish with each other. Two-headed snake. I'm on defense, he's on offense, and when he gets the ball, I just got to make sure I don't get a penalty and just block for him. Keep the ball in his head. That's what they say.
Yeah, he's had enough of those called back.
Yeah. It's amazing watching him. Just a guy who comes to work every day and try to perfect his craft every day, and just like me, what you see on film and practice is what you see in the game. He comes to practice and he works.
So the game really doesn't mean anything in the standings. I know the Tiger Cats are going to play to win, but are we going to see a really motivated Carthel Flowers-Lloyd with that record on the line?
Absolutely. It's in me, not on me, and I'm about to go do everything that I can to get this record, and a lot of people know that, so I might get double teamed, and I don't care about that. I gotta go a record to break.
And one last thing, Carthel, Flowers-Lloyd, CFL. Were you destined for this league?
It looks like it. It looks like it. You know, I love the nickname. I really didn't think about it until I got here, and a couple people was like CFL. And I'll just come out here just perform. Just perform. I don't care what the nickname is. You know what I'm going out there to perform, and I'm gonna do my job.
Where this week is Montreal. The Tiger Cats have not won in Montreal since August 27th, 2021. This game could prove to be valuable for Marc Legghio. The kicker is currently on a streak of 10 consecutive successful field goals, raising his field goal percentage this year to 87%. He's also made 8 straight converts. Legghio is in his 3rd CFL season. The first 2 were with Winnipeg, so he hasn't played in Montreal very often. Getting a no-pressure game before the East semifinal is a real bonus.
I think it's big, right? You know, like the final game of the season, where we want to end on a high note, and just getting like to play there 2 weeks in a row, so you just kind of get the feel of the environment and like just the whole atmosphere of the Montreal city, basically. So I think it's going to be a little bit. It's a little cool that we got it back to back, and I think it'll be a little bit of an advantage for sure.
Is there anything odd or interesting for a kicker in Montreal?
To be honest, like in my years in the CFL so far, I've only played there twice, and usually the only thing is I know it rains a lot in Montreal, so I'd be expecting rain for the game, but obviously I can't control the weather. I wish I could.
Your long this year is a 50-yarder. What are you comfortable with?
So it's always kind of a game by game, see what you're given. But like I've gone out from like 60, 57, 55. I had a 57 attempt in the Labor Day. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit short, a little bit wide. But if it would have went through, I think it would have been good from further because I hit the ball pretty well. So it's all game dependent. But, you know, if they throw me out there for a longer than 50, I'll be comfortable going out there for that.
Yeah, absolutely. You had tons of leg on that one.
Yeah.
As a kicker in the playoffs, you kind of expect, you know, you're going to play a significant role. You've been through some big games. Is that experience valuable?
Yeah, I think just getting as many games in like the high pressure scenarios, like the playoffs especially, just get them under your belt. So then when the time comes, you come back to it. Especially being from Western, because we were in the playoffs quite a bit as well at the Vanier and everything like that. So I think it's just building up that confidence, and then that. You get that like feel ready because you know what to expect for the game. But realistically, it should be like another game. It should be like the first game of the regular season feeling, right? You can't go out there, change anything. Just go play your game and get the win.
Do you pay attention to any streaks you're on?
I don't actually. So I just go out there, and my saying is go 1 for 1 and move on to the next one.
So the short memory is a good thing to have for a kicker.
Oh yeah, for sure. I say if you don't have a good day, you have like the 24-hour rule. You go, you're mad about it for 24 hours, and you get it out the window, and then you go on to move on to the next one.
So we've established it's been a while, couple of years since the Tiger Cats have won in Montreal. They've lost the last 4 times they've gone to Molson Percival Stadium. 5 if you count the preseason this year. So there are some players who have not been part of a victory in Montreal on the Ticats roster. Bo Levi Mitchell will get the start, but we won't see James Butler or Tim White or Casey Sales or Richard Leonard. Tayon Fleet Davis will be the running back. He's been on the practice roster all regular season. He did play in the preseason, you might remember. He rushed for 39 yards on 13 carries. His long was 7 yards. David Vereen will get his first CFL start at field corner. Tyreek McAllister and Darrell Walker could be more involved in the passing game without Tim White. By the way, despite not playing in this game, Tim White is still likely to finish the regular season with the most receiving yards in the CFL. The Tiger Cats have been good after a bye. They're 6-1 since 2018. However, that one loss was after the last bye this year at home against Edmonton. The Tiger Cats have not lost back-to-back games in the second half of this season and will be looking for their 9th win. That would be their most victories since 2019. Pre-game show is at 3 o'clock with Bubba O'Neill and Andy Fantus. Luke and I have the play-by-play at 4.
Now that you've got your W6 for this week's game, give the Ticats Audio Network a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your audio content.